Muskoka Community Church started in October 2008. We had a vision to be a church for people who weren't church people. And I still remember that first Sunday. We had sent out a bunch of mailers to the community, done some advertising. I had recruited friends to help out. And I stood there in the hallway waiting to see if anybody would show up. And they did. And we've been meeting ever since.
I think MCC, more than anything, I've learned the importance of connecting with others. That just hearing their stories and sharing how God works in our lives, being that community, that close-knit community, has helped me to rely more on other people and to understand how God works through people.
We have our children, which are in their 30s, same age as Jeremy, and they weren't attending, and we knew that if they, were going to come, that this would be the church they would come to. Our son, he loves listening to Jeremy, and he keeps his interest, and this summer he was married, and him and his wife were baptized. So that is an answer to prayers that we've had for many, many years.
The biggest thing that I am most grateful for MCC is, I'm gonna cry, is my marriage. MCC is a huge part of my marriage, and it is strong because of everything that happens here at MCC. Because honestly, I don't think we would be married if we didn't, honestly. We would probably not have gotten married if it wasn't for all the support in our lives.
I was about a year into recovery from alcoholism, and was really, I was feeling a closeness to God, and wanted to, I wanted to make that next step to start going to a church, right? In a span of less than 6 years, He has taken me from rock bottom drunk to a Christian youth missionary in the community, right? That's crazy. That's crazy stuff.
The idea of having a church outside in a provincial park, I thought was like a very kind of a weird, crazy idea. And I thought, oh, maybe it's kind of like a cult. So it was like a totally different experience for me. And right from the very beginning, I just felt really at home and really accepted there. And it's been great. We've been coming to MCC ever since, and just love it.
By being involved with the community and being able to serve, it gives us a place of being. And being new to this community, it's allowed us to connect with people.
Helping out is just what I love, and it's just, my journey has come full turn, full tilt, and I'm loving what I'm doing.
For us to be able to do this as a couple on our journey through the church, it's been fulfilling for both of us.
I love the program for my children. I can remember there was one day I was driving along with my kids, and we were talking, and they quoted a Bible verse to me. And I'm not the best parent for helping them memorize Bible verses. And so I realized that it really was Adventureland that was helping my kids to really focus in on the Word and really find Jesus.
I felt really called to be baptized after Annabelle was born, and God showed up and poured into me all His love and patience. And for me, it was a symbol of rebirth and being reborn to Him as His child. And so that was very special to me.
I don't want to separate my spiritual life with my community life. And there's always been a disconnect in that. But the community part of Muskoka Community Church is really where I find God, is where people are connecting, and not just connecting in our church, but connecting in our larger Muskoka community. I love that there is an outreach portion to our church, that we're connecting with the entire community, and that there isn't that separation any longer. And that's what I've found here.
I had been praying about this for years, but never in my dreams would I have thought it would be this good and this much sense of family and closeness. They're always there for each other. Everyone's always willing to help. It's an absolute unbelievable feeling to be part of something like this.
The one theme that I always got was that I was loved, that it didn't matter that I was homeless, it didn't matter that I had 3 kids, it didn't matter that I wasn't married, and it didn't matter what I looked like, it was no fashion show, nothing mattered. They just loved. And I really want that. I really want to show love like that, just for nothing, getting nothing in return. And it's just so amazing. And I think that if there was ever one lesson that I learned from the people at MCC, from the church itself, from our pastor, and those in leadership and ministry, is that you can love.
There's a lot of stories of people who have come from no church background at all, and maybe alcohol and drugs and that, who have come to find Jesus here in this church. And it's so rewarding to see those people and see how far people have come in their journey.
Since our launch, God has led us each step of the way. I've watched this church grow in so many different ways, spiritually, structurally, in leadership. We have incredible volunteers. We have great leaders who have stepped up to carry the work of the church forward. I'm incredibly proud of the way that we're involved in the community and the way that we serve the people around us. The future's bright. I'm excited to see where God is taking us. I'm grateful for the journey that He's had us on so far and the things I've seen Him do in the lives of the people in this church and in my own life. So let's celebrate what God's done. Let's pray that He continues to use us and work in us and through us. And let's look forward to a great future.